Yo, so these trends that are going on online are absolutely crazy. In today's video, we're going to talk about 4 dangerous trends that can increase your treatment length and in some cases actually may result in you losing your teeth. So let's go. What's up guys, Dr. Biak here back with yet another episode of Braces Explained. I hope you guys have all been doing awesome and are getting ready for this holiday season. So what I want to talk about in today's video is something I've been seeing online on YouTube and TikTok and things like that, and I thought they were fake until I had one of these things actually occur on one of my patients and I was like, holy moly, this is real and I have to make a video about it. So I basically did a little bit of research online to see kind of some of these trends that are going on with braces, and we're going to go through 4 of the most dangerous trends that I found online. Now, this may not be all of them, and I pray these are the only ones that are online, but if you guys have heard of anything that might be a little bit wonky that you guys want me to address, please let me know in the comments of today's video. And while you're down there, you might as well go and give this video a thumbs up, as well as hit the subscribe button for more videos like this. And recently, I've been putting a link down below to a free Robinhood stock. It's a way that's not only free, but actually gives you money, as well as helps support this channel. So if you want to get started on your investment portfolio, go ahead and click the link in the description of today's video. And the tone in today's video is going to be a little bit different than in previous videos because this is actually really scary stuff. If you know anyone that has attempted any of these dangerous trends or has talked about it, wanting your opinion about it, please share these videos with them so that they know why to not perform or try any of these tricks at home, okay? I truly care about all my patients, and I kind of view you guys as my online patient family, and I want you guys to be informed and make smart decisions. So please watch this video in its entirety, share it with people that you think will find it useful, and let me know if there's anything that I missed that you've been seeing on the internet, because I feel as though it's my duty to share and educate you guys on the dangerous things that are going on online. Okay, so let's dive into these 4 dangerous trends that I've been seeing online. I'm going to go ahead and put the timestamps out in this corner, so as always you can jump ahead wherever you want in the video, but I want to get started with the one that I actually witnessed on my patient this week. And she's one of my YouTube followers, so I told her I was going to make this video, so if you're watching this, I told you. The first trend I want to talk about is people that are changing out their own color ties and power chains online. And this is actually what happened on this patient. The way I found out she did this is she came to the office and she was wearing a color that was actually really cool, but we didn't carry that color. So I was like, hey, where'd you get these braces colors and stuff like that? Did you eat something that caused it to stain this way, or what happened? And what she said was, no, I saw this online and I bought a kit on Amazon and I actually picked out my colors and put a new one on. And my mind was blown immediately. I didn't know people were actually doing this. And she actually had space on the bottom teeth that I was closing with the power chain. So when she took off the power chain, basically the space wasn't closing at all. So she changed her colors, but we weren't able to close the space because the mechanics I was using to close the space weren't working. But this was a minor case of what happened. This basically just increased her treatment length. But there are cases that I'm seeing online that I just watched on TikTok and things like that, where patients are using these power chains and O-rings during times of their treatment that are inappropriate. And if it's done inappropriately, it can actually result in forces that are overpowering the wire and can result in teeth actually being pushed out of the bone and result in tooth loss. And these are really serious problems. So, as orthodontists, we always want you guys to have as much fun throughout your braces journey as possible. We want you to be able to pick out colors, pick out things like that. But I do want you guys to remember that orthodontics is a procedure. It's a medical procedure. We're actually doing things that are causing biological changes in your body. So you have to remember when you're seeing these DIYs online and people giving misinformation online, you have to be really careful. Have these conversations with your orthodontist. If you want to change out your color ties, give us a call. I'm pretty sure 99.9% of your orthodontists, actually 100% of your orthodontists, would much rather have you come in and get the colors changed in the office than change it yourself online. Because sometimes we'll tie a tooth in with one single tie. Sometimes we'll do a cross tie and make it a little bit tighter. Sometimes a power chain. There's a bunch of different things that we can do with these color ties. And the fact that their color is just for fun, but what we're doing with these color ties are actually resulting in biological movements, okay? So on that note, the first dangerous trend that I've been seeing online is people changing out their color ties and putting on power chains when it's not appropriate, okay? So please don't do any of these things online. Give your orthodontist a call. We're more than happy to see you and change these out for you. But do not purchase these kits online and change out your own colors. One of the goals I have on this channel is to educate you guys about the intricacies and the thoughts that kind of go into orthodontic procedures. So you guys know that it's not just a simple, putting in a new wire or changing the colors out. There's actually a lot of thought that goes on in your orthodontist's mind at every single patient appointment. So please be cognizant of that. And this brings me on to the second trend that I've been seeing online, and this is people taking their own braces off, which is crazy. I don't even know why people think that this is a good idea, because once you take the braces off, there's so many things that can go wrong. if you don't have a retainer, the teeth are going to move, and they're more likely to move that day when you get your braces off. So if you take these braces off, after all this hard work and braces, you're going to have your teeth shifting, and it's not going to hold all that hard work you went through. On that note, if you take these braces off improperly, a lot of the times you can have chipping of the teeth, fracturing of the teeth, cracking of the teeth. These are all things that you don't want done. As orthodontists, we know how to properly remove it and use the proper tools to take these braces off. After we take your braces off, we go through and clean off all the glue and give you retainers to retain your result. Like I said, we take off all the glue, and that's really important because if you just pop your braces off your teeth, there's a lot of existing composite or glue that stays on the teeth. And if we don't take this off, it's basically a nesting hole for all the bacteria in your mouth. So this will increase your risk of cavities. It'll make your teeth look yellow. It's just all in all a really, really bad idea. And on that note of taking braces off, I saw this one trend that went viral where people were taking nail files and actually filing away their teeth, which is mind-blowing to me because as you guys know, in a previous video we talked about the tooth is made up of 3 layers. The outermost layer is the protective layer of the tooth, and that's called the enamel. And that's the part that sometimes your orthodontist might level your teeth out a bit on, but we know how much to take away. Because if you take away too much and you expose the next layer, which is called the dentin, that's when you can start experiencing some sensitivity, and decay moves much quicker in that area. So you don't want to go through the enamel. So it's really, really important to not take off your own braces or file your own teeth or anything like that. Like I said, remember, these are medical procedures. So please let your orthodontist do these procedures for you. If it's something you want them to do, they'll be more than happy to take care of it, but let them know. As always, I always want to drive home that concept of communication because it's so important to communicate with your orthodontist so that you know what they're expecting of you and they know what you're expecting of them. So please have these conversations before you try to do any of these trends online. The next one I want to talk about is wearing elastics that are not prescribed, wearing them improperly, or wearing the wrong size. I have a whole video where I talked about the importance of rubber bands and things like that. But a lot of people online like the look of these elastics, and they might use elastics too early on, or they might put it in a weird pattern. And these patterns and these elastics and things like that, whether it's the wrong size, the wrong configuration, or the wrong time, can result in tooth movements that are unfavorable. Now, if you use a really strong rubber band and you're in an ultra light wire, this can actually overpower the wire and cause a tooth to be pulled out of the bone, cause a cant in your smile, so your smile will be asymmetric. It can cause a bunch of things that are just terrible. Okay, so it's really similar to that first trend that I saw online about like changing colors or changing power chains at home. It could be delivering an undesirable amount of force to teeth that don't need to receive that force and shouldn't receive that force. Or you might be doing things that are messing up your bite that might be good in the first place. So don't go online and copy other people's rubber band patterns or buy rubber bands online or anything like that. Don't share rubber bands with a friend. This can increase your treatment length and in some cases actually result in tooth loss. So please be very careful about following your orthodontist instructions. Now, if they told you to wear a rubber band, then please wear the rubber band. Wear it the way that they recommend you wear it because that means that they're trying to achieve some sort of result. But if you weren't asked to wear rubber bands, but you're wearing it just because you like the way it looks or you saw it online somewhere, please don't, okay? Which brings me to the most mind-blowing trend I'm seeing online, and it is these DIY braces. This is wild, okay? I actually came across this a while ago because someone posted a link on one of my videos in the comment section, and this just blew my mind. There's actually people online that are selling braces with wires, curing lights, glue, all the things that we actually use, real braces that are put onto the teeth. And I tell patients it doesn't take a lot of force to cause a tooth to move. I mean, even if you have meat stuck between your back teeth, if it's in there for too long, it'll actually cause your teeth to separate. I mean, they'll go back because, I mean, meat is really, really thin. If you guys even think about it, with spacers, you know, things that aren't that strong, if we put them between your teeth, you will develop a gap within a couple of days. So these DIY braces, these things that are actually delivering a force to your teeth, can actually be causing orthodontic tooth movement. Your orthodontist puts a bunch of thought into where to put the braces, which teeth to extract, if we're extracting, if we're expanding, all the things we've talked about this channel. I mean, I've made videos for 3 years almost on this channel. So there's a bunch of content and a bunch of stuff that we as orthodontists are trained to look for and do. These do-it-yourself cases are totally discounting. They're not doing any of these things, okay? Just remember that whenever you're putting a force on your teeth, whether it's small or a lot or really anything, it's gonna result in tooth movement. And in some cases, certain tooth movements are irreversible. So it's really, really important to not do any of these trends. The fact that you guys are watching this video makes me so happy because I know that you guys are doing your due diligence and learning things not to do. So, as always, please talk to an orthodontist about anything that has to do with tooth movement. Consults are almost always free, so please see an orthodontist, get a consultation, and have these conversations with him or her so that they can inform you best about your particular case. I was actually mind blown when I looked up all these things that I saw online, and I can't believe that these are like able to be sold online. This should actually be like illegal. I hope this video was educational, informative, and really serves as something that you could share with your friends and spread the message, because this was actually really, really scary stuff. If you guys enjoyed this video or heard of any trends that I didn't mention, please let me know in the comments of today's video, because I believe it's like my mission and other orthodontists' mission to educate the public about things that should not be done, okay? Whether you're my patient or not, I have your best interest in heart, and all orthodontists care for our patients. So please do your due diligence to share this message with anyone that you think would find it helpful. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please go down there, give this video a thumbs up, share it, subscribe, do all those good things, and I will catch you guys next week on another episode of Braces Explained. But for now, Dr. Greg out.